maternity leave, so that is something I looked into recently. Hi guys, so this is just a quick thing about me and snacks. I like to eat crisps. Like I'm typically someone who eats 1 packet of crisps a day. So these are the crisps I was on when I did some research to find out that having crisps daily is probably not the best. Even though these are healthier than normal crisps because these are baked, not fried, but I don't always eat crinkles. So, you know, I eat different kind of crisps, but I feel like every day, because they said you don't have to cut it out completely, but maybe just have it occasionally, and I don't think every day is occasionally. Anyways, put this aside, and they recommended some other snacks. So I went to the supermarket, to Morrison's, and picked up a couple of, I'd say, alternatives. So breadsticks and hummus, that'll be nice together. You know what I think would be really nice with hummus as well, which is a bit random, but celery. I don't actually like the taste of celery, but I like the crunch. But anyway, and then also any crackers really of your choice. I like these ones. And then soft cheese, but they said it had to be 50% reduced fat. Well, not 50%, but reduced fat. I don't buy reduced fat anything, so I don't know how this is going to taste. They recommended something that said reduced fat, so these are some alternatives that you can have instead of eating crisps. Also, they also recommended rice cakes and peanut butter. I think that might be a bit too much for me, really, a bit too heavy, but I might try it. But for now, I think I'll just stick with these two. So yeah, I just thought if you're interested in knowing some healthier options for snacks when you're pregnant, then you could definitely try these. And it don't have to be breadsticks, it can be, I don't know, like I said, celery. Just something that's not too heavy, I guess. So yeah, just thought I'd show you that. Hello guys, it's been a little while. I've been trying to do this update for so long, but I'm not down, I'm just in a very lazy mood. Like in real time, I haven't posted a YouTube video in like 2 months. Like I'm just not really doing anything at this time. I'm hoping that in my 2nd trimester, I will get my mojo back, because right now I have nothing. No energy, no motivation, nothing for nothing. And also, I'm sat on the stairs because the lighting is good from the bathroom, but if the light changes, I'm sorry. I will try not to be too long. Anyways, I think last time I saw you, I said my scan was in 2 weeks. Well, check it. My scan is in 2 days. That's how long it's been. 2 days my scan is. Oh, we're so excited. Anyways, obviously, like, once that happens, I'll give you an update, but I wanted to give you an update before that, so I don't have too much on my mind when it gets to that. So just some general things. One is just to leave off from my appointment, from my first ever appointment. They ask you to bring a urine sample. Lovely. And they actually want you to bring this at every appointment. Now, when the appointment was first booked, they said I should bring one. And then when I arrived, they had all these test tube looking things in the reception. So I actually didn't need to have it. You can actually just do the urine sample while you're there. But I didn't know that. So I bought a pack of these test tube thingies from Amazon, I think. You can't really buy just one, so you have to buy a pack. But anyways, I'm glad I bought these so I can do it at home, because I just don't know who aims this well. Like, this is really small. This is a really small, like, tube. Like, I just don't know who's aiming this well. So, you know, I do what I need to do at home to get it into this. I just feel like if you're already in the nurse's hospital, doctors, wherever, I just don't know how you can. Anyways, maybe your aim is very good as a woman, but for me that would be a nightmare. But just to let you know, you don't actually have to do your urine test at home. You can wait till you get there, which is a bit weird, because when you go for the test, the 12-week scan, your stomach has to be full of water. So I'm not quite sure why you'd want to do the urine, put your urine in a bottle at that time because your stomach needs to be full. So when they put the jelly on your belly, that's funny, and they do the scan thing, it's easier to see the baby when you have a lot of water in your stomach. Anyway, I just wanted to put it out there. If you want to be prepared like me and buy a whole bunch from Amazon or wherever, do that. If not, then just do it when you're in the hospital or doctors or whatever. So that was just that point. Speaking of doctors, I mentioned in my first pregnancy diaries video that I get pelvic pains, and that I've had pelvic pains for years and years and years. They come, they go randomly. Sometimes it can be once a week, sometimes it can be once a month, sometimes it can be once in a blue moon. Like, it's so random. The pain comes and then it goes, and then that's it. There's no side effects, there's no nothing. And then I also get chest pains. So when I actually finally had a doctor's appointment about 2 weeks before my first appointment with my midwife, and first she said to me she can't see me about both issues. I had to choose pelvis or chest. So me thinking what could affect the child, you know, my unborn baby most, I went with pelvis. Anyways, I told her about my pelvic pains, or pelvis pains, pelvis. Anyway, you know, I told her I had no side effects, it's been happening for a long time, blah, blah, blah. She made me lie down, she touched my stomach, my lower area of my stomach, and she just said, she says two things, right? Two things. It could either be fibrosis, or I'm gonna put this one on the screen because I don't say this right. I probably don't. I think I butcher it. Endometriosis. Please don't make me say that again. Anyway, she's very doubtful because I don't get consistent pains. The pains don't interfere with my normal life. I don't have no blood or any side effects that come with it. She doesn't think there's anything wrong with me. Anyways, she said in this case that she would give me a scan to see if there's anything wrong. But because I'm pregnant, she can't give me a scan. And that when I take the 12-week scan in about 2 days, if anything is weird, it will show up on that scan. So, I don't know. That's it. She said she doesn't think it's anything to worry about. She don't think it's fibrosis or the E word. She don't think it's any of that kind of thing. But it will be checked when I have my scan in 2 days. So that's where we left it. I haven't checked out my chest pains yet. I'll probably check that out after birth now. So yeah, that's just another thing. Anyway, maternity leave. So that is something I looked into recently. I don't know how I'm gonna survive, right? But God. I saw this meme or message or whatever you call it, and I thought that is me when it comes to maternity leave. Let me see if I can find it. I thought that hits the nail on the head because I have no idea, but God, how I'm going to make it through maternity leave. Let's have a look. Pretty sure I screenshot it. I'd be very sad if I didn't, because I thought this is me in a nutshell. Guys, I can't find it. I can't find it. I just thought this is perfect. This is exactly how I feel when it comes to maternity leave, and I just cannot for the life of me find it. Anyways, it was basically something to do with the fact that when you feel like the world is falling apart, or you have no control of something, or you feel like you don't know how to get out of such a certain situation, or even how you're going to get through a certain situation, all you have is your dusty little faith that says but God, and that's enough. Because in the Bible it talks about your faith being the size of a mustard seed, which is a very, very small seed, and that's all you need. And honestly, when I think of maternity leave, that's all I have, and that is what I'm going with. So in the UK, I think obviously it depends on your workplace, but generally speaking, for the first 6 weeks they give you 90% of your wage, of your weekly wage. So not your monthly wage, 90% of your weekly wage. And then after 6 weeks, the money comes from the government, and I think it's for about 33 weeks, and they give you 173 or £4 per week, yeah, for the next 33 or something weeks. And that is what you're supposed to survive on. That is what you're supposed to survive on. And if you earn less than that, then it'll just be 90% of what you earn. So maybe you do part-time or less than part-time, then they will give you less than that. But the most anyone can get from maternity is 173 or £4 per week. It may change by the time you see this video, I'm not sure. All I'm saying, guys, is but God. But God. Thank God for faith. Thank God for peace. Oh my gosh, thank God for peace. If I didn't have God's peace, I would be freaking out. I would be freaking out, but thank God for peace, because I know this is his plan. When you know God is in something, there's no way you can be let down. If you go and do something outside of God's will, then you may as well roll the dice, love. We don't know where it's gonna land. But other than that, because I know God is in control, I'm just like, it's fine. It's absolutely okay. But I have no idea, by the way. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. This is as honest I can be. I don't know, but God. They're the only two words I have for you. So yeah. Okay guys, where are we now? Vivid dreams. So my dreams have been really, really lifelike. Really real. And when I wake up, I remember them. I remember everything, except give it 24 hours later and I can't really remember anything, but I actually remember my dreams. And I'm not someone who, one, dreams, but two, remembers my dreams. I'm just not that person. But yeah, majority of this first trimester, my dreams have been so real, to the point where one night, well, one morning, I guess, early morning, it was like maybe 7, yeah, probably about 7 AM. I woke up and I just burst out crying, because that's how real it felt. It just, I couldn't get my emotions to shift quick enough, like to realize, okay, you're in reality now, it didn't really happen. I just couldn't get it to shift back. And yeah, my husband was probably like, what? But he's always good with me when I do things weird. He's just the best person for me anyway. So yeah, I've been getting a lot of vivid dreams recently. It's some are weird, some are crazy, because you're just thinking, that's not me, I wouldn't do something like that. So I don't know who this person is in my dream, even though I'm seeing them from their eyes. It's not me. And yeah, it's been a little freaky, I'm not gonna lie. I can lie on my back now. I don't know if I told you, I can lie on my back. Apparently it's not good to lie on your back, so I'm gonna try to not do that anymore. But I wasn't able to lie on my back before because it gave me nightmares, and now they're saying lying on your back gives higher risk of stillbirth. I'm just like, bruh. Because lying on your back is so comfortable for me, but I've never really been able to do it without getting a nightmare. Now my baby's protecting me from nightmares, and they the National Health System say you shouldn't lie on your back. So, oh, it's getting a bit dark. Let me turn the light on. Okay, lights on. I look a bit yellow now. Great. So there's that. If you're in your first trimester or any trimester and you can relate to these vivid dreams, let me know. I had random shoulder pain the other day. I just kind of put my arm up to like reach out to my screen, and I felt so much pain here at the top of my shoulder, and I was like, oh, what's that? So apparently that's the thing that can happen. It was just like a one-off thing, and then just never happened again. So don't know. My stomach is growing, very small, small. But it's like, I think I told you this in the last one, like when I wake up, there's no flat stomach anymore. There's no belly touching my back anymore. There's like always this consistent little hump there, which is kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I see a difference. It's small, not noticeable. No one else in the world would know, but to me, yeah. So that's kind of cute. It's nice to see. Apparently, because I'm not exactly sure how far along I am. I won't be sure until 2 days, but I should be around the 11 weeks, almost 12 weeks part, and my baby should be the size of an 8-ball. Like, you know those balls that you play in snooker or pool? One of them. Maybe it's pool, I'm not too sure. No, snooker. Anyways, an 8-ball or a purple onion. Which I feel like is pretty big. But anyway, there's that. And also I agreed to take a blood test on, I think it's week 20, scan 20, to take a blood test to see if I have got some sort of diabetes. I was gonna say the word, but I don't want to say it because I just can't. It's something it begins with a G. I'll put it on the screen, a G. So I agreed to take that test on like week 20 to see if I'll have diabetes, or because you can get these diabetes while you're pregnant. It's just so weird. They make you have a sugary drink, and then they take your blood, and then they make you have another sugary drink, and then take your blood again, or something like that. I don't know, something like that. I'm not really looking forward to people taking my blood. I never enjoy that, but I think it's important to know if I've got it during, you know, my pregnancy or whatever. I didn't agree to have a scan for Down syndrome. I think there's 3 of them. There's 3 tests that you can have. I mean, there's 1 test you can have to see if your baby is most likely to have 3 certain, I think it's diseases. One of them's Down syndrome. Okay, yeah, so there's a screening. So when you go to your first appointment, midwife appointment, they ask you if you want a screening test to see if your baby will most likely have Down syndrome, Edwards syndrome, and Patau's. I've never heard of that one before. Patau's syndrome. Oh, actually, and it's between weeks 10 and 14 of pregnancy. Anyways, I said no. I don't believe it's something that can be stopped, I guess. I don't know what the word is. I can't stop it from happening. So if they tell me, yes, your kid's most likely, there's nothing they can do to stop it from happening. So what's the point? I just don't see the point. I will have my baby either way. You know, I pray for a happy, healthy baby. Of course I do. But if that's God's plan for me, then that's God's plan for me. I heavily disagree with abortion, so we're not even going to go on that topic. So yeah, I disagreed to have that specific screening, but I did say I will get the diabetes one. I think that's it. What I will say is that I feel like I am transitioning. I can feel my body, which is a bit weird, by the way. I don't know if this is this is just a me thing, but I feel my body transitioning into a 2nd trimester. And the only reason why I say that is because my nausea in the morning isn't as bad as it used to be. Like, in the morning, I could definitely say I'm getting nausea. But now, some mornings are okay, some mornings are not okay. Like, it's just, you never know. But before, it was consistent. No matter what, I'm getting up in the morning. Don't get me wrong, I still have my peppermint tea because I want to cover all bases now. But yeah, the nausea isn't as strong, and I am eating more. So maybe now I see why people gain weight. I am eating more, which is great for me. I'm not going to lie, it's so great for me. So yeah, I do feel myself transitioning. So we will see. We will see. I think there's one more video that I want to do before I give you the update of my 12-week scan. There's a video I want to do in between that, and that video will be called What to Expect During Your First Trimester. I'd like to share that with you guys. I just think it's amazing, and I've been able to relate, and it kind of gives you comfort. And if you're watching this and you're in your first trimester, you know, you may already know, you may not, I don't know. Maybe you're right at the beginning, you haven't even had that first midwife appointment yet. Then yeah, I think it'd be nice for you to hear as well. It definitely gave me a lot of comfort, and yeah, I definitely want to share that with you. It came with some information that I received on my first appointment, and yeah, almost cried a little bit. So I'll definitely do that video first, and then after that I will give you an update of what happened at my 12-week scan. Anyways guys, I am going to leave it here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on my next update, next video. We will see.